please do not make the same mistake I did. Do not do this. You will get no results and you will get nowhere. You have to do this. Don't make this mistake that I made for so many years. What's going on, everyone? Hayden here. Got the old gloves on for doing some prepping and things like that. Hope you're doing fantastic. Here we are. Here we are. So I'm a bit excited at the moment because I've just done some profit calculations, figured out profit that we've done this month for November 2021, I believe we're in. Yeah, it's gone very well, very well. Hoping to sort of triple that for next year. So next year is going to be a big time to do, operations. But don't get me wrong, it comes at a price. I'm very shattered because I obviously only started the brand a few months ago. I haven't had a chance to properly get the operation sorted out yet, but nonetheless very happy, even though I'm exhausted, and I'm looking forward to some time off over Christmas once this is all over. But yeah, very excited. So just going to continue prepping here at the moment, and after that I will check in a little bit later. Just popped out to Tesco to get a cheeky little meal deal, which was good. What we got here, a few things. It's a massive sigh there. Only because it started raining and I'm just very tired. I am very happy with this business, don't worry. Got a little Bristol trip booked for me and the missus, if I can call her that, for the 20th of December. Looking forward to that. It's nice to have something to look forward to, you know, after having a very busy period. It's nice to have something to look forward to. Just eating a bit of lunch now. Just thought I'd say, I came across this recently, this mistake that most entrepreneurs make, because I've made it a lot and I still make it quite regularly. Something that isn't spoken about probably enough is the fact that most entrepreneurs don't take into account we're in a rush to execute on ideas, see if they work, and if they don't work, move on as quickly as possible. Unfortunately, what we can do, and what I've done in the past without realising it, is if not spending enough time on the small details. And sometimes if you don't spend enough time on the small details, like going the extra mile for a customer in your service or your product, say if you've got a product and it's the same as 10 other companies are offering, you've got to differentiate yourself from the competition. The best way you can do that is paying attention to the small details. I don't know, if it's some sort of box, then put an extra sticker on it, for example. Differentiating yourself from the competition is just so important. But what I'm going to make sure I do in my brand and also in business going forwards is making sure that I don't try and rush ideas and rush product launch executions and things like that, and make sure I actually spend time on executing the product how it should do, not how quickly I want it to. The details are so important. Think about it when you get a gift, when you get something through the post. It's a bit of an epiphany because I know that I haven't done this as much as I should, so I'm going to really start focusing on this more. But one main thing I want for my brand and my company is to focus on the details. It's very easy to not put a little note into your delivery package that really makes it's really easy to not do a good quote on a box, like packaging, for example. But think about all the big companies. They go the extra mile on the little things like that, and that makes you remember that company, and you think that they're a really fun, funky, smart, cool company that actually care about their customers. So yeah, I just thought I'd pick up on that. The small details are just so important, and that's what I'm going to really hone down on to make sure that I execute on the small details. Everything's the small details. All customers love it, and that's how you can make yourself different and unique to the other companies that are offering similar things to you. Back to lunch and then packing. Hey all, yeah, so just had some nice lunch, been packing away, all going really well. Thought I'd talk a little bit about investments as well, because although obviously the business is my main focus, like 80-90%, which by the way I think is necessary to get anything up and running and going really well. It's gone crazy ever since I've given it my full focus. When I say full, 80-90%. obviously I've got some side investments as well. It's not obviously, if you didn't know, I've got some side investments. I was in cryptocurrency and things like Solana and Ethereum, things like that. Made a few grand on them, which didn't happen straight away, by the way. I lost a lot of money to start with. Didn't lose it because I didn't take it out, but it went down, and then months and months later it's gone back up and then gone way up, and now I've pulled some of it out and put it into some other investments to do with the crypto space. So I've been staking some of it, and then I've still got some in Ethereum, which is going up quite nicely too. But on that note as well about investments, I've learned so much about side investments as well, especially this new crypto world. Not financial advice, obviously, but I just think it's literally going to take over the world, especially to do with, you know, the coronavirus and everything like that. I think it's all very interlinked. People now more than ever, they seriously want their own control over their currency and their life and the way things are going. To less at getting a little bit opinionated now, but less of a sort of democracy sort of world. That's when we're sort of, you know, that's when it's going to be more important than ever to have your own types of holding institutions for your cash, because people just trust the government less and less, and that includes banks. So anyway, I thought that was interesting. I've had a lot of learned a lot of lessons about not only the crypto space, the future utility space, and things like that, but also the you know, just investing in general. And I just think that it's always a big risk. But obviously it's exciting at the same time, but you've got to be able to afford to lose it. I couldn't at the time, so I'm really glad that it's come back up and gone the right way, but I could have lost it. So yeah, obviously you always do your own due diligence, but it's an interesting space. I'm really looking forward to the future. I'm actually learning a lot about cryptocurrencies, you know, and all that sort of stuff, all the sort of space, NFTs, the metaverse, everything. I believe 10 years time it will be huge, so I'm sort of learning about it now to sort of ride that wave all the way up, just like some people did with the internet when that was it's sort of new space. So anyway, thought I'd just talk about that. And I keep seeing it, everyone making this mistake. Do not make this mistake, please. It took me years and years of like low results before I started getting good results whilst I was doing this thing. Don't make this mistake. If you are doing this, you need to stop it. You need to realise it, because it's so hard to realise this. Like, you have to get enough mediocre results, or pretty much no results, for a sustained period of time, long enough. In my case, it took years for me to realise this, and that is that you have to fully focus on one thing for a long enough time in order to get that success. If you're juggling two things now, two startups, two businesses, something like that, maybe you've got a couple of side investments, like chucking a bit of money in crypto or something, that's fine. But having two focuses, say you've got an Amazon business and say you've got another brand, I don't know, that you're building up or something like that, it's not going to work. You're never going to get the results. Do you know why? Because another business has got there's another person out there that is in the exact same business as you that is getting results, and the reason they are getting results is because they are sticking with that business and they are doing nothing else. So that means that all of their resources are going into that business, all of their ideas are exploding, their contacts are exploding, and that is why they're going to get the results. If you're going through business life like I was, not getting many results in the past, but you were working really, really hard and not sure why, let me tell you, that is why. You are not nurturing your seed for long enough. You have to plant your seed and keep watering it, keep nurturing it. I can't say it any clearer enough. If you've got two startups, it will not work. I don't know anyone that's successfully started two startups and got them to work. Over time, yes, once you've got more resources and money and contacts, but not to start with. If you are focusing on more than one business right now, I don't care what your reason is, you might be like, oh yeah, but I've got to because of this. I don't care what your reason is. I promise you it will not work if you're focusing on two, or you'll get them both to an average stage. Honestly, please take that advice from someone that has been there. Don't keep doing two startups. Don't keep focusing on two things. It's not going to get you anywhere. Sorry, bit of a rant, but please don't make my mistake. I will see you in tomorrow's vlog. Thank you. Tuning out. Peace.